And thanks for joining us tonight. Changes are underway at Devil's Lake State Park. If you've been there recently, you may have noticed that many of the trees lining the roads are marked with red paint.
Jamie Perez explains the reason behind the red and what you can expect to see or not see in the near future.
Devil's Lake State Park is known for its nature and beauty, particularly during the fall. I mean, it's gorgeous here. But if you've been here recently, you've probably seen a bunch of these trees marked with red lines. I've learned that hundreds of the trees here are being taken down, and I found out why. If you're anything like Greg Laswell, you come to Devil's Lake to enjoy the beauty in nature.
Right now what I'm seeing is gorgeous.
As a landscape photographer, he makes his way here at least twice a year to take pictures of the trees.
I'm all about preserving beautiful places like this.
So when he heard that many of these trees that he tries to preserve through photos are going to be chopped down, he was
very sad and wondering if it's actually needed.
According to Park Superintendent Steve Schmelzer, it is.
Try to preserve as many of the trees as we can, but inevitably, you're going to have a small percentage of the trees that, either die or, as in the case of the emerald ash borer, come up with a disease that kills them.
Emerald ash borer has made its way here, infecting hundreds of trees that line the iconic roads into the state park. Schmelzer says all the trees that are marked with red are
hazard trees or trees that have been identified that need to be removed.
He says if they're not taken down, they could fall into the roads and hurt someone in the next few years. Something Laswell said is hard for people like him who like what they see to accept.
Sounds bad, but there's nothing good about a rotting, decaying tree.
Schmelzer said only a couple of feet from each side of the road will be cleared of the hazard trees, and that not all of them will necessarily be coming down. How big of an area are we talking for the trees to be removed?
I think it depends upon the individual tree. We've hand-selected these trees. It's not like we've gone and said, okay, every tree within, the 32-foot right-of-way needs to come down. We've hand-selected these trees and tried to maintain as many as possible.
Laswell and the rest of us have just a little while longer to enjoy the trees while they're still here. And Laswell said, though he's sad to see the number of trees go down,
if it prevents whatever disease they might have from spreading to other trees, maybe it's a good thing.
For News 3 Now, I'm Jamie Perez, Devil's Lake State Park.
Many of the trees that are chopped down will be turned into firewood. They are planning on having a timber sale, so all that wood can be put to good use this winter.